glorious morning. Makes me sick. Sisters!
Yes, Winnie.
Winnie, run away! Sorry!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Stevie Marie Intuition. So today is going to be our last video in the October Halloween movie themed readings. I've had a lot of fun recording these videos for you all. And today, as you can see, our movie for the theme is Hocus Pocus. So the question that this pick a card reading is going to be centered around is not really a question, but more of a, I guess, inspiration. It's going to be, what do your ancestors want to say to you? I figured this would be the best time for the reading, since I'm recording this the day before Halloween, so Halloween Eve, because I wanted to get this video up on Halloween, so I thought this would be the closest I could get, you know, to Halloween or Samhain, and still be able to get the video up for you. So our question, or the reading theme, is going to be, what do your ancestors want to tell you, or what do they need to tell you? I'm going to do all of the shuffling on camera. We're going to be using the Trick or Tarot deck today. And you can pick your pile from the characters. So we have the 3 Sanderson sisters as our characters to pick from. Oh, and also I tried to find a nice black candle, you know, for the black flame candle in the movie. Couldn't find one, but I found this cute Hocus Pocus, how appropriate, candle at my local TJ Maxx, so I figured that would work just as well. So our groups today are going to be Group 1, which is going to be Mary Sanderson. Group 2, which is going to be Sarah Sanderson. And please ignore this one nail. She got caught in a door and I broke my nail off, so I'm getting them fixed later, but I had to get the video out. And then our Group 3 is Winnie, or Winifred. So again, Group 1 is Mary, Group 2 is Sarah, and Group 3 is Winnie. And I will insert a still photo as well for you. Thank you all for watching this video in advance. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It will really help out. And I will see you in your group reading. Hello Group 1, this will be your reading for what your ancestors want to tell you if you chose Mary Sanderson. I'm going to prop her up right there. Hopefully you can see her, because she's just so adorable. So we'll start out with your tarot cards and then I'll pull oracle cards. Alright, so what does Group 1's ancestors want to tell them? Group 1's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Group 1's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Group 1's ancestors. Oh wow, that one flew out. So you have a 2 of Wands. You have a 9 of Swords. Alright, Group 1's ancestors, what else would you like to tell them? Okay, you have the 5 of Cups. Then the 2 of Pentacles came out. along with the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm going to put these together because they came out together. So I'm going to assume that was for a reason. Okay, and then these two cards came out together. You got number 8, Adjustment, and the King of Cups. And they came out together as well, so I will put them together. Okay, so group 1, right off the bat, when I pulled these first two cards, the Two of Wands and the Nine of Swords, I automatically kind of felt like your ancestors wanted you to know that they know, or like they feel that you've been struggling with making a decision that may go against what your family has typically done in the past. So sort of like you are struggling with not wanting to break family tradition or family values, family beliefs, but you feel that they no longer align with you and no longer align with your intentions in this life. And that could be your family may be of one religion, and you just feel like you don't identify with that religion anymore. Maybe the more you learn and the more you experience, you realize that a different one may be for you or none at all. And when I'm getting that kind of group 1, you've been struggling with this because you don't want to disappoint your family and your ancestors. And it's been causing you a lot of anxiety and grief. But your ancestors want you to know that that's okay, that you don't have to carry on these traditions that you don't believe in or don't align with you. They want you to be happy, and they want you to be your best self, no matter what self that is. It may be a struggle for your family, maybe your nuclear family, or your family that is still with us on this side. But your ancestors and your spirit guides as well just want you to know that this is okay. You don't have to align yourself with something that you don't like, that doesn't resonate with you. You don't have to accept that. And like with this Five of Cups, I'm seeing that you don't want to, I'm seeing that this card really isn't about you. It's about, I'm getting that your ancestors want you to know that they are acknowledging the fact that you feel like you're going to bring disappointment to your family, but they're just here to tell you that's just not true. They want you to know that it's okay for you to remember where you came from, but forge your own path from here. And that's really what I'm getting. And then, so I'm getting that that's for a group of y'all, group 1. And then I'm kind of getting that these 4 cards are like a separate message. So there's like 2 messages within this. So for this part of the message, like the second half of the message, I'm getting that you might be struggling with finances or something, you know, materialistic like that. And your ancestors just kind of want you to know that your struggling isn't for nothing, that it's teaching you a lesson. Whatever that lesson may be different for everyone. Some of you, it may be teaching you to not be materialistic. For others of you, it's teaching you how to stand on your own 2 feet is what I'm getting. And so group 1, with these cards over here, the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting really that your ancestors want you to know that your hard work and the decisions that you make towards bettering yourself will pay off. With this Nine of Pentacles, like, they will pay off. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to find a good balance. Like with this Adjustment card, you're going to have to find really good balance between your working life and what you do for money and your home life. That's really what I'm getting as your second message, group 1. Your ancestors are really trying to tell you that they know that you've been having this hard time, but yeah, so they get that you're having this hard time, but they want you to know, like, as long as you can find a balance between, like, your working and your home life, and, like, don't stress too much over the fact of, like, money might be tight right now. They want you to know you'll be okay. You know, don't spend too much time fretting over something that it doesn't mean much. And by that I mean, I know that, you know, money is a necessity in this world. The world that we live in, you know, money makes the world go round. I think that's what they say. But your ancestors want you to know that money isn't everything, and your happiness is more important than, you know, that job, or maybe it's showing up. I'm also getting maybe it's like showing up to a job that you really, really hate. Like, I feel like we've all had a job like that where you just know every day when you wake up and you have to go in that it's just not where you want to be at. Your ancestors are telling you, I feel like, too, like, you need to make the decision of, is this what you want to do forever? Do you want to be stuck in this job that you absolutely hate going to? Or do you want to make the decision to change it, which will end up being really prosperous for you? Not only monetarily, but, you know, emotionally, mentally. And they just want you to find that balance. You know, they want you to find that balance between money and happiness, because they don't always add up to one another. And your ancestors really just want you to know that. And then with this King of Cups, I'm kind of getting that the ancestor that is bringing this message to you is like a grandfather or a grandfatherly figure in your life. And I'm getting that it may be one that you haven't met before, like you didn't meet in this life, or you did, you just don't remember them because you might have been really young, group 1. So that's what I'm getting for your 2 messages from the tarot cards. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards and see what else your ancestors have to say. It's really interesting, group 1, that y'all got 2 different messages. So maybe some of you need both messages, or maybe some of you just need one. So whichever one resonates with you is the one that was meant for you. So group 1's ancestors, what else would you like to tell them? Okay, well, okay. Oh, these wanted to come out. Let's go ahead and see if there's any more. Okay. So group 1, right off the bat, you got 3. So you got the barmbrack bread, which is sweetness and synergy. You got the black cat, fortune meets opportunity. And you got midnight, the most magical hour of all. So from these 3 oracle cards, I'm getting that, I'm really getting that, so with this barmbrack bread, I'm getting that you need to find that balance. And that really applies to both of these messages, like the balance between your happiness and your fear of disappointing your family. You need to kind of balance those out and get over the fact of, you know, disappointing your family, because your ancestors want you to know that you're never going to disappoint them to a point where they don't love you. They may disagree with you sometimes, but they're going to get over that, and they're going to move on, and your happiness is more important than anything. And that's what your ancestors are trying to tell you with this reading. And then with these messages over here, I'm getting that you really need to balance your happiness and your work life. And that goes along too with the black cat, the fortune meets opportunity. I'm getting that if you are to make this decision to leave the job that, like I said, like you might be in a job that you just absolutely despise. This card is kind of telling me, like, if you make the decision to leave that job, it will bring on a lot more opportunities, or present more opportunities to you that you didn't realize you had. And from these opportunities, you will be able to provide for you and your family, you know, for everything that you need. I'm getting from your ancestors, like what they're saying, maybe you won't be a millionaire but you'll have everything you need. And really, in this life, that's all we need. You know, we just need to have our basic needs covered and a little extra money in our pocket. And I'm getting that that's what you're going to have. You know, and you're going to be happy. You're going to be content because you're going to have found that balance. And you're not going to let your life kind of be driven by money. And then with this midnight, the most magical hour of all. So for this one, I'm getting it. Okay, so I feel like it doesn't really connect to this card, like if you were just to look at it. But I'm really getting from this card that your ancestors want you to take care of yourself. So I know a lot of times, like midnight, it's the middle of the night, you're laying in bed, and that's when your mind starts to run wild. And I'm really getting that they want you to take some time and kind of focus on yourself and focus on your happiness, which ties into both of these messages. But they really want you just to take a moment and maybe do some shadow work, or maybe just like a pampering day for yourself. You know, they want you to really take care of yourself, because I feel like maybe you've been neglecting that recently. Maybe you've been focusing on others more than yourself. And so that's what I'm getting with that card. Let's continue with the oracle cards. So group 1's ancestors, what other messages do you have for them? Alright, okay. Lots of cards are coming out for you, group 1. This is interesting. I usually don't get this many cards jumping out. So the first one, you got Pumpkin. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. Then you got Rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It is a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Oh, I'll show it to you, sorry. And interesting, this Rebirth card was the only card that was face up when it came out, so that's interesting. And then you got Voices. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. Okay, so the messages I'm getting from these cards is the Rebirth card is really meant for, like, you're going to have a rebirth coming to you. You know, you're going to change your ways, whether it be you're thinking about disappointing your family or your financial situation, and you're going to have a chance to start anew. Once you make the decision that whatever decision you're going to do with these situations, you're really gonna, it's like going to be a reset for you. You're going to feel like a whole new person. You're going to feel revived. You're going to feel a lot less stress and anxiety towards life. And that's what I'm getting with the Rebirth card. And this Voices card is, I'm really getting the feeling that your ancestors want you to connect with them more. Like they're always there with you, guiding you, but maybe you've been neglecting that aspect of yourself, as in maybe neglecting listening to them or maybe connecting with them. And they just want to remind you that, you know, they're always there to help you now. And they really want you to reach out to them. Because they're there to guide you. You know, why not use the help if you have it, right? And I just get that they really want you to just kind of look out for their guidance, and look out for their small, like, innuendos they drop for you. Because everything they do may not be direct, but might be small little symbols or, you know, messages they're leaving for you around, and you just have to pay attention. And then the Pumpkin. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. This one I'm getting that they want you to step into your power. That's really what I'm getting. I'm getting that you are a powerful force that maybe you've been denying, you know, from being held back by these two situations that we have gotten advice on within this reading. And you're letting these situations kind of hold you back and not be your true self and be who you are. And they want you to step into your power and, you know, show the world that you're here, sort of thing. They want you to be that light, you know. They want you to go forward and help others and kind of be everything that you thought that you didn't have. So like be that support to other people because they're here supporting you. So they want you to kind of spread it around. And last deck for you, group 1, let's see if your ancestors have any final messages for you. All right, group 1's ancestors, any final messages? All right. Okay. Well, this was a lot of cards that came out all together, so I'm just going to take the top one because I don't feel like the other ones were supposed to come out with it. I think they just got stuck, but this top one I feel like you were meant to have. And this is In Bulk, Awakening. So with this card, I'm really getting that maybe you're now having a spiritual awakening. Maybe you're now like recognizing the messages that your ancestors have been dropping you in your spirit guides. And so now you're going to start paying attention to that more. And maybe things have been happening to you. Maybe you've been seeing like repeating numbers a lot, like 1111, 222, 333, you know, things like that. Maybe you've been seeing that and your ancestors kind of just want you to know that, yes, this is, you know, you're awakening, you're having this spiritual awakening, and to really like work towards it and embrace it, you know. And back to the Voices card, like reach out for the help when you need it because they're there to help you. And now that you've been like kind of picking up on some of the messages they've been dropping, you're going to start realizing there's more and more, which is really cool. So yeah, group 1, this is your reading, your Hocus Pocus reading for what your ancestors would like to tell you. I hope this resonated with you. Yeah, and thank you for watching, group 1. Sorry about that, group 1. My camera just stopped recording. But I was just saying thank you for watching these readings, or this reading today, and thank you for watching my other ones if you have. I've had a lot of fun recording them for you. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments. As well as please like and subscribe to my channel if you feel driven to do so. It would really help and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching this, and I will see you in your next reading. Have a good one. Hi group 2. This will be a reading for what your ancestors would like to tell you if you picked Sarah Sanderson. Alright, so I'm going to try to prop her up right here. Hopefully you can see her. She's just so adorable. Alright, group 2, let's see what your ancestors would like to tell you. Group 2's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Group 2's ancestors. Group 2's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Alright. Group 2's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Okay. So, first off, we got the 7 of Wands came out. Then, the 3 of Swords came out with the 9 of Pentacles, which is interesting. The first group got this card as well. I'm going to put these together because they came out together, so I feel like they were meant to. And then you got the Strength card. And you got the High Priestess. Alright, group 2. So, what I'm getting from this, your ancestors would like you to know that maybe you've been... Sorry about that, group 2. My camera decided to turn off again. It did the same thing in the first reading, and I have no idea why. Maybe because we're getting close to Halloween. Now, like I said in the intro, this is right before, the day before Halloween, so maybe that has something to do with it. But anyway, I'm getting group 2 that your ancestors want you to know that I feel like you might have been going through some kind of heartache with this 3 of Swords. Maybe it be within relationship for some of you I'm getting, or for some of you I'm getting that maybe you lost your job. And from that, you've been feeling that you've been having to like defend yourself. Maybe if it's a bad relationship, you were trying to defend, like why you were there, why you stayed, why this person needed you, kind of thing, like why you needed to be in that situation. But your ancestors want you to know that you're better off without it. And then if it was in regards to a job for some of you, I'm feeling maybe you were trying to defend yourself to your employer of why they should keep you, but your ancestors want you to know, like, take this as the sign you've been waiting for to, you know, pick up and move on. Something better is awaiting you. And that applies for both the situations, relationship-wise as well as job-wise. Like, something better is awaiting you. You just need to get over this initial, like, heartbreak or disappointment to be able to see this. And, I mean, so I'm getting that some of you, so this is kind of like two messages, which is also interesting because the first group had two messages as well. But it's like, you know, the one for some of you who may have lost your job, or maybe you decided to quit your job because it no longer was serving you. Maybe it was a toxic environment. And then some of you, I feel like there was a relationship that went bad, and you're trying to get over the fact of that heartbreak, you know. Even if you know it was bad, it still hurts to leave. But your ancestors really just want you to know that it's okay. Like, it's okay to be sad, but you know what, you need to pick yourself up and you need to move on. Like, you are powerful. You know, the strength card, you have the inner strength as well as the physical strength. Like, you can just I don't want to say ignore those feelings, because no, you need to process them. You know, like, your feelings are valid, but your ancestors really want you to know that, like, you didn't need that situation. Something better is definitely awaiting you, like I said before. But, like, your ancestors want you to know that you didn't need that. You didn't need the toxicity it brought into your life. And you just take it as a learning experience. And I feel like from this experience, whether it be you losing your job, you quitting your job, or a relationship gone bad, or maybe just a relationship that you realized just needed to end. Maybe it wasn't necessarily bad, but it wasn't great. And from this, I feel like you're going to learn valuable lessons. Like with this High Priestess card, you know, from her, I'm getting not the traditional meaning of her. I'm really getting that you're going to learn, like, these valuable lessons that you've needed to learn. Maybe you've been ignoring them. So, like, maybe your subconscious was, like, trying to tell you all along that, hey, we don't need to be here, we need to make a change, and you're just, like, ignoring that. And I feel like with this High Priestess card, you've learned your lesson to listen to your self-conscious and listen to your ancestors who might have been giving you messages all along, and your spirit guides that maybe you need to make the change and you just ignored it. But I feel like now you're really going to tap into this High Priestess energy, and you're going to really start to, like, harness your intuition, learn to work with it. You're going to help develop it more. And I feel like that's really what you've gained from this situation. Whatever that situation was, you've really learned that you need to listen to yourself, because you know what's best for yourself, as well as your spirit guides. Like, they're not there to sabotage you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, like, they want you to know that, like, they're there to help you. They want you to succeed in this life, and that's all they're trying to do. So even if they're kind of dropping hints and messages for you to make changes, it's not because they're trying to make a bad situation. They're trying to make a bad situation better. And I feel like that's really a lesson that you're starting to learn, Group 2. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you, Group 2, and see if there's any other messages your ancestors would like to give you. Alright, Group 2's ancestors. Any messages? Any more messages? Alright. So you got two cards. you got joy, rejoicing in the present, and you got night song, hidden talents. Alright, so both of these I'm getting, you know, there's a reason to be happy, there's a reason to rejoice. Don't dwell on these past things that may have happened to you, and this disappointment and sadness that kind of came with it. Like, you don't have to defend your character to people. You know, if you're in those situations, you're having to defend your character and like you're having to validate why you should be there. That's not a situation for you to be in, because you shouldn't have to do that in a good situation. And your ancestors really want you to just like be happy where you are now, because you're learning and you're growing. Yes, everything may not be unicorns and rainbows, but that's just not life. You know, life gets difficult sometimes, but you have to learn to find the like happy bits in every moment, or else it's just going to be a pretty horrible life. You know, it's mentally, it's going to be a pretty horrible or, you know, hard life if you can't find these good moments in every day, which there are plenty of them. We just have to look sometimes a little harder than others. And I'm getting that maybe with this night song that, I'm sorry, I keep scratching my nose and it's blocking my mouth when I'm talking, but my nose is itching so bad. My grandma used to say, if your nose itched, somebody was talking about you. So maybe people are talking about me. I don't know. My nose is itching up a storm. But anyway, this night song, hidden talents, I'm getting this kind of goes with the High Priestess card for you, group 2. I'm getting that maybe you didn't realize that you had such a strong intuition, and now because this situation has happened, you're noticing it more, and you're going to start developing it, and you're going to realize just how strong it is. You are a highly intuitive group 2. I'm getting that. Some of you may read tarot cards on your own. Some of you may do other stuff like that that relies on your intuition. And I'm getting that, you know, from the situation that happened, it's really just gonna help, like I said, develop this more. And you're gonna realize that, hey, you know what? Maybe I should listen to my gut all along, because usually it's never wrong. Yeah, group 2, let me go ahead and pull some more cards for you. I've got quite a few Halloween decks. I'm trying to use them all, you know, last day before Halloween. Alright, group 2. Group 2's ancestors. Okay. So you got the Banshee card, which says, heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail and you can expect to bleed from within. Okay, so I'm getting from this card that your ancestors really want you to know that, like, they're not always going to give you the advice that you want to hear. They're going to give you the advice that you need to hear. Or, like, they're not going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what you need to. Like, you need to hear or need to realize. And same thing with your intuition. And they want you to know that, like, it's okay to find yourself in bad relationships or, like, bad situations, but it's how you rise from that, how you overcome it, how you move on from it. And I'm really getting the fact that you've been working on this. You know, you've been working on doing what's best for you. And this card kind of just, like, validates to me that your ancestors are right there along with you, and they're just reassuring you that they're going to tell you what you need to hear to get you where you need to go. So last deck for you, group 2. Let's see if there's any other messages your ancestors would like to tell you. Alright, group 2's ancestors. Any last messages? Any last messages? Any last messages, group 2? Group 2's ancestors. Group 2's ancestors. Sorry it's taking so long. They're just being really quiet now. Alright, group 2's ancestors. Any last messages? Alright, group 2. So I'm going to shuffle this deck one more time, and if no cards come out, that means your ancestors don't have anything else to add to this reading, and we will end it there. Alright, group 2, your ancestors, anything else that you would like to tell group 2? There we go. Okay. So, we got the Chalice Fulfillment. So, with that card, with it taking so long to come out of the deck, I'm kind of feeling that it's like a separate message for you, group 2, almost. I'm kind of getting that with this card. Your ancestors just kind of want you to know that you're going to achieve everything you want to in this life. You just have to, you know, maybe take a step back and rework a plan. And maybe listen to the advice that they give. But yeah, group 2, I'm definitely getting that you're going to be able to achieve everything that you want to. Within reason, you know, in this lifetime. And you're going to feel so fulfilled when your time comes to leave this world. You're going to feel so fulfilled in what you've accomplished and what you've done in the life that you've lived. And the lessons that you've learned. And along the way, you know, this lesson that they talked about in this reading is just another tally on your checklist, you know, of things that you've learning and you're growing from. And so group 2, you know, you're going to have a fulfilled life, and your ancestors are right there along with you to kind of cheer you on as well as guide you. So group 2, this was your Hocus Pocus themed What Your Ancestors Want to Tell You reading. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment box. As well, please like and subscribe to my channel if you feel guided to do so. It would really help. And thank you for just spending the time with me to watch this reading. I really enjoyed filming it for you, and I hope you have / had a safe and fun Halloween. Until next time, bye group 2. Hello group 3, this is going to be your Hocus Pocus themed What Your Ancestors Would Like to Tell You reading if you chose Winnie Sanderson. Alright, I'm going to set her up right there. Think you can see her? Yes, you can. Alright. So let's go ahead and see what your ancestors would like to tell you, or what messages they have for you, group 3. Group 3's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Group 3's ancestors, what would you like to tell them? Group 3. Group 3's ancestors, any messages you have for them? Alright. Group 3's ancestors. Group 3, okay. Group 3. Group 3's ancestors. Any messages you have for them? Okay. So, right off the bat, we got the Empress card. And so with this one coming out before anything else and by itself, I'm getting that maybe the ancestor that's coming through is a female energy, maybe a past mother or grandmother. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And then you had quite a few cards come out together. So these 3 came out face down, these 2 came out face up, and I'm going to go over these first because they came out face up. So you got number 13, which in this deck, the Trick or Tarot deck, this is called the card with no name, but it is the Death card. Then you got the 6 of Swords, and those came out together, so I'm going to put them right there together because I feel like if they came out together, they're kind of meant to be. And then these 3 cards came out face down. So you got the 6 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so group 3. So like I said with this Empress card, I feel like that it's a mother or a grandmother coming through to give you this message. That's really what I'm getting. And then so with this Death card and this 6 of Swords, I'm getting that maybe a change is coming for you. Maybe a change you've been fighting, but it's going to come anyway. Not as drastic of a change as a tower moment, but still a change nonetheless. And it's really going to cause you to kind of have to venture out into the unknown, but you know you're heading into something better. Maybe you're leaving a bad situation, whatever that situation might be in whatever context, but you're going to something better, and you're excited for this, but you're very nervous, you know, because it is unknown. But your ancestors want you to know that they're there with you, so you're never truly alone. And you got this, essentially, is what they're trying to say. And then with these 3 cards together, because they also came out at the same time, the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. So I'm getting that you're going to be, even though there's the Pentacle energy here, I'm not getting that it has to do anything with money. I'm really getting that maybe this is going to be, this is going to sound kind of weird, I feel like, but it's a family is what I'm getting. So I'm getting that you're going to end up starting a family, group 3. And it's going to be that family structure that you've always dreamed of. Maybe you didn't have it in this life so far, because like I said, maybe this is a past mother coming through to you, so maybe you didn't have quite the picture perfect family that you see on Hallmark movies, you know. But I'm getting that, you know, you're going into the unknown, but you're gonna end up, maybe not this year, but you know, within the near-ish future, you're going to be having a family of your own, and you're going to be able to pass on, like with this, the Six of Pentacles, the way that this is illustrated, she has like children around her, and they all look happy, and it's like you're going to be able to pass on like your ideologies, your things that you believe, and you're going to be able to nurture your children and help them grow into, you know, the people that they're supposed to be. And you're going to feel very fortunate. You're going to, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, you know, and it's like it's your destiny to have this great family, and you're going to be a great provider for them is what I'm getting, group 3. I'm getting that, you know, you're going to have this family that you have, whether it be with children or whether it be like a family of really close friends. It could be either one. I'm getting you're going to be kind of like that cornerstone of it. It's kind of, it's your destiny to kind of be a part of a family like this. And it's going to bring you so much gratitude, and it's going to bring you just so much fulfillment, and it's going to show you that what is, I don't even know how to say it. It's going to kind of show you that you're right where you're meant to be. You're meant to be. You know, when things may have happened, you had to leave situations and make changes, but it was for the better, because what is coming is going to be what you've always wanted. Group 3. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards and see if there's any other messages that your ancestors would like to give you. Alright, group 3. Message for ancestors. Ancestors of group 3. Any other messages for them? Any other messages for group 3? Okay, well, I'm going to take the 2 cards that flipped over. So you got the Owl, Wise Seeing, Wise Action. And you got Barn Black Bread, Sweetness and Synergy. Okay, so group 3. Right off the bat with those, I'm getting that you were, this Owl card is just, your ancestors are describing you. They're saying that, you know, you were wise enough to see that you needed to make this change and go into the unknown, and you did it. You did that. You took that wise action to change your future, and it's gonna pay off. You know, it's gonna, Barn Black Bread is, I've never had it, but I believe it's where you bake like little charms into the bread. And so like when you slice off a piece, there's like a charm you pull out. But so it's like you're taking a bite of the unknown, but like it's something good is gonna come out of it. So it's like a traditional Irish Halloween treat. So I'm about to read you the description of what it is. The bread is associated with Halloween in Ireland, where an item is placed inside the bread with the person who receives it is considered to be fortunate. Okay, so it's kind of like a king cake. If you've ever gone to like a Mardi Gras festival and there's a king cake. So like a charm is placed within the bread. And if you happen to get the piece with that charm, you're supposed to be like the fortunate one, you know, of the party. And I'm getting that they're telling you that like these actions that you took, you're going to be the one with the charm in your barmbrack bread. So you're going to have good fortune coming your way as well. I saw that with the Wheel of Fortune card, you know. You're going to have, I'm really getting this family or like family-like system that's going to bring you so much fulfillment and good fortune. And so like this barmbrack bread is kind of just like backing that up. So let's go ahead and pull you another oracle card, group 3. Alright, group 3's ancestors. Any other messages? Any other messages for group 3? Alright. Alright, so you got 2 cards. You got Mischief, which says, keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. Okay. And then you got Healer. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy blessed by Mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. Okay, so with this Mischief card, I'm getting that maybe the situation or the change you had to make wasn't necessarily a situation you were leaving, but it was like a mindset you were in and you had to change it. So you just need to beware of the habits that you fell into to get you to that point, and just keep an eye out for that so you don't let it happen again. That's what I'm getting with this Mischief card. And then with this Healer card, I'm really getting that they kind of go along, that you have the power to heal your mind, you know. You have the power to make your decisions, and as long as you're looking out for things that may have gone negatively in the past or negatively affected you in the past, you're able to not let it happen again and able to like move forward in a healthy way. That's what I'm getting from those 2 cards, group 3, and your ancestors just kind of want you to know that you're in control. So let's get one last oracle card for you. Group 3's ancestors, last messages for them. Group 3's ancestors, last messages. Okay. 2 cards came out. Nope, sorry, 3. So you got Cauldron, Containment, Ancestors, Remembrance, interesting, and Mabon, Balance. Okay, so with these cards, I'm kind of going to read them as like a message altogether and not individually. I feel like they are kind of saying that your ancestors want you to know that they are always with you. Maybe you should kind of thank them a little more with this remembrance. I'm getting that, but all in all, they're always with you and they're always willing to help you. In that you need to learn how to kind of find that balance between light and dark within yourself to kind of prevent any of this mischief from happening again. Yeah, group 3, that's kind of what I'm getting. They just kind of want you to know that you're in control and you have the ability to be the driver of your own life, sort of thing, and that they're always with you to give you that help when you want it. And even when you don't want it, they're still probably, you know, gonna give you that advice that you need. So group 3, that is your Hocus Pocus themed what your ancestors were like to tell you reading. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. Thank you for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up if it resonated or you liked it. Please leave a comment down in the comment box, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you feel led to do so. It will really help out. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in your next reading.